Hello everybody, this is Ellis Paul. I'm here in Crozet, Virginia, where I live. Every Friday night I'm here to do the Traveling Medicine Show. We have a great show coming up tonight, Songs of Reds and Blues with our special guest Abbie Gardner, who lives over there in Jersey City, New Jersey. She's going to be beaming in from the satellite dishes here momentarily. So glad to have you here. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how you're doing. And in the meantime, I'll play a song in the background as people are gathering. This is a song I'm working on for the up-and-coming album by the name of 55. It's going to be a Patreon release initially, so you got to be a member of Patreon to get it. I hope you like it. It is called Holy. Let me see if I can find it here. G-H-I... Where are we here? Oh, I know what I got to do. Hold on a minute. We thought we were ready for this, but we're not quite yet. The show's going to start in about 5 minutes, y'all. In the meantime, here is the song Holy. Grab a beverage, light a fire, light a candle. Bill Ely is here from Denver, Colorado, and Carolyn is here from Rhode Island. James from Asheville, an old friend of mine. Nice to see you, James. Amy Hoffman as well. Hey, y'all, we're going to just start in about 3 minutes. Matt Geiger is in snowy New Ulm. Happy to have you here, brother. Keisha Stanley as well from West Virginia, not too far away. Kimberly from Southern Maine. Thanks for joining us. He says it's Tom Martin watching from Chile, Louisiana. Get a little water going here for the show. And if I could take it to dawn, I'd get your boat across the sea. Bill Naughton is here from Connecticut, and Timothy Hoy from Ohio. Thanks for coming, brother. Don't waste your prayers on a train. Lots of folks tuning in. Please share this on your Facebook feed. He says, watch me. And cheers to you. Happy Friday. Roosters are crowing, church bells are spoken. Nice to have you here as well, Dave. Karen is here, of course, from southwestern Pennsylvania. Running beside a freight car, he takes Keisha Stanley says, I'll cheers your water with my Spanish wine. Cheers to you. We're going to rev this thing up in just a couple minutes. Ann Saunders is here. Who's the queen of the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. Lovely to have you stop by, Ann. Laurie's upstairs. She's somewhere up there listening in. She says, Rose and Paul are here up in Maine. Just watch me. I'm going to start in just a couple seconds, folks. You're listening to the pre-production on the new album. It'll be out sometime around summer. At the Queenstown docks, there's a foghorn calling across the waves. He worked the graveyard shift to buy a third-class ticket on the biggest ship the man's ever made. We're going to start in a couple minutes. Please spread the word out on the show, folks, by sharing it on your Facebook page. The sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only Jimmy up in Lowell's got an inch of snow falling. Jamie's loving the song. Thank you for that, Jamie. I love how it's coming out. Thank you. Brian Tucker saying hi back to you, brother. He says, watch me. And Jeff over there on Long Island. Cheers to you all, guys. Got a special show tonight. We'll talk more about that after the break. Hey, let's do this thing. What do you think? Good evening, y'all. This is Ellis Paul. I'm here at my hometown, Crozet, Virginia. And that's my recent hometown. Been here for almost 15 years now. I'm originally from Maine, but I'm feeling sometimes like Virginia seeping into my DNA a little bit. But I miss New England. But not tonight, because I know you're getting a lot of snow up there. I hope you guys are bundled up and warm in a quilt with a fire blazing away. Tonight we have a very special show. My dear friend Abbie Gardner is going to come on. That's Abbie there. We decided to make the theme of the show songs with reds and blues. So the songs that you're going to hear both Abbie and I do might suggest those colors and whatnots. Why don't I start with something right off the bat? This one is about a big blue world. Most of you know this. It's my most well-known song because it was the theme song to a Jim Carrey movie. It's called The World Ain't Slowing Down. Oh, let me get rid of that. Hold on a minute. There we go. I was not invited. Sometimes you leave buttons on and they just roll on. Let's try this again. Found you sitting on a suitcase crying. Beneath my feet I feel the rumble of a subway train. And I laugh out loud cause it's the one thing I hadn't been trying. Ah, the train came in breathless. You looked at me restless. Said, baby, you'll never change. You gotta get going, gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. Sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? The world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey. Out on the sidewalk, pigeons to the moonwalk. Me, I'm dancing like Fred Astaire. On the lampposts are rocking, the whole town's talking like a fool in a barber's chair. And I get the sensation, joy and frustration, like being caught by a tropical rain. Freedom can numb you when there's no place to run to. It feels just like Novocaine. You gotta get going. The world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. Sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Yeah, the world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey. Packed up all your handbags, thrown off the sandbag. I let go and you step free. I didn't want to lose you. You said you didn't choose to. It's just how your karma came. But thanks for the visions. on each one of your words. You hit me like a southbound train. Gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down. No, it's a carnival calling out to you. Sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? The world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey, here's where the blue comes in. It's a big blue world. It's a big blue world. Riding on a big blue world. It's a big blue world. It's a big blue world. It's a big blue world. Oh, it is a big blue world, ain't it? Huge temperatures shifting happening all over the planet today. I think we went from 30 degrees to up to 60 plus today, which is amazing. In the morning it was so damn cold. In the afternoon it was so damn hot, and then it's cold again. I know you guys are, at least some of you, suffering under the snowstorm watches and temperature winter storm stuff. So I hope you're safe and warm and cozy in some quilted something. I hope you're in flannel and long underwear, and I hope you're wearing mittens and earmuffs at the same time. Glad you're here tonight. Tonight, our show is featuring special guest Abbie Gardner. She's up in Jersey City, New Jersey, not far from Hoboken, the home of Frank Sinatra. I've been there, saw the star. It's right on the sidewalk. And she is sitting, and she's going to be doing songs that she's written that are new. And I know she has a new project. She's going to talk about that. And she's just has a lovely voice and a great songwriter and a beautiful touch on the dobro. I think the thing about people that are accompanists is that they respect the song. They know how not to cover up someone else's lyric, someone else's intention. And Abbie is a beautiful side person as well, because she knows how to create melodies within melodies and chord changes that are absolutely beautiful on the dobro. I want to thank Michael Goodhart for the tip in the tip jar tonight. I want to remind you guys that's how we make our living here, so I'll just put that on briefly for mine, and soon for Abbie's as well. When she's on, we'll be sharing hers as well. Maybe Karen can share that in the feed. There we go. That's it. I'll just keep that on for a second as I talk to y'all. My friend Bernie is here tonight, and he says, hey, your hand's doing okay, and it's not too bad. Let me show you what the before and after of this is. I have something called Dupuytren syndrome, and I had a pretty severe case of it in my right hand. I have a little bit of it in the left hand. And what's happening is my finger is being curled towards my palm, and I won't be able to bend it back. It just freezes there. So about 2 weeks ago, I went through a procedure where they broke the finger back, and it was amazing how hard it hurt. That's what my hand looked like between both hands having it. And now my hands look like this. So it's not perfect. They're not perfectly back all the way, but I can play guitar and play piano much better with my right hand than I could before. So I'm thrilled to be moving forward through it, and I want to thank you guys for all your well wishes and your patience as we try to do these shows. I'm still trying to play through a lot of swelling in this hand, so it's a little clunky, but I'm just glad I can play. I know that a lot of people, including legend Nancy Griffith, had this illness, and it can be painful at times. So I'm glad it's being worked through and all that. All right, let's get on with the theme tonight. It's songs in blues and reds. The first song I'm going to do for you, It was by a guy named Michael Johnson. It was a big hit in 1978. It went all the way to number 12 on the Billboard charts, and it went to number 1 on the adult contemporary charts, and it was there for a few weeks. It's only the only big hit that Michael Johnson ever had, and I was lucky enough to meet Michael. He played a little place I'm actually playing next Friday, which is the Cafe Carp in Fort Atkinson, and he and I had back-to-back nights, so I got to hang out with him a little bit. He passed away just in 2017, but he had a few country hits, was quite a popular country singer, but in 1978 he was in that super kind of cool, singer-songwriter world of Billy Joel. That's how the sound of this song kind of came together. And he was a remarkable guitar player. He studied in Spain, and just watching him play the night I saw him was absolutely phenomenal. I'm not going to do that. My hands will not be doing the things that he can do. Today I also listened to a beautiful version of a song he did with Alison Krauss. So if you put Michael Johnson and Alison Krauss into YouTube, the song will come up. I won't tell you what the song is because it's kind of a surprise. It's a cover song. Cashbox said of the album that he put out that had Bluer Than Blue on it, that's the blue that I'm talking about. They said the album's full of touching ballads with all the right production touches as well, subtle where they need to be, poignant vocals that lend to the tenderness of the songs not being insipid. So this song gets good reviews. Not all the songs that I'm going to play for you tonight do, even though they were all hits, big hits. Let's see here. After you go, I can catch up on my reading. And after you go, I'll have a lot more time for sleeping. And when you're gone, looks like things are gonna be a lot easier. Life will be a breeze, I really should be glad, but I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. After you go, I'll have a lot more room in my closet. And after you go, I'll stay out all night long and I feel like it. And when you're gone, I can run through the house screaming, and no one will ever hear me. I really should be glad, but I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. I don't have to miss no TV shows. I could start my whole life over, chasing numbers on my telephone, but the nights will sure be colder. 'Cause I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only light this empty room has ever had. Life without you is gonna be bluer than life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. I mean, if you're gonna rank the soft rock hits of the 70s, that's got to be somewhere in the top 20, does it not? And I agree, you know, it manages not to have this over sentimental kind of thing going on to it, which I can't say for the next song. This next song, which I played for my kids today, who are 15 and 17, and they both thought it was, I think they said off the chain, is what they said. Even that phrase is dated. I was surprised that they said it, but like, they liked it. And this was named the number 3 worst song of the 1980s, but it was a number 1 hit worldwide, huge hit. Went to number 3 in the US, but number 1 on the adult contemporary charts. The Independent said only James Blunt could come up with a song more irritating than this one. It's called Lady in Red. I actually like it. Laurie loves it. But I can see there's a couple lines. My editing hat comes on. It wants to clean up some of the over-sentimentalism in it. We're going to kind of rough it up by playing it on a banjo. By Chris de Burgh. He's a Irish-British singer-songwriter, and he's the father of Miss World. The pictures next to her are amazing because he's only about 5'5" and she's like 6 feet tall. I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. I've never seen so many men asking if you wanted to dance. They're looking for a little romance, giving half the chance. And I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair that catch your eyes. I have been blind, lady in red. It's dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. I hardly knew this beauty by my side. I never will forget the way you look tonight. I've never seen you looking so gorgeous as you did tonight. Never seen you shine so bright. You were amazing. I've never seen so many people wanna be there by your side. When you turned to me and smiled, it took my breath away. And I have never had such a feeling of complete and utter love as I do tonight. There's nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. And I hardly knew there's beauty by my side. I never will forget the way you look tonight. Lady in red, a lady in red. Let's do that chorus one more time. Lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. And I hardly knew this beauty by my side. I never will forget the way you look tonight. Should have been a Bill Monroe song. He would have roughed it up pretty nice. It's got a beautiful melody, I gotta say that. Most of the sentiment is great, but there's, you know, some stuff that's a little bit too far, like cheek to cheek. That rattles my songwriting senses a little bit. And he ends with "I love you," which I didn't do. I just couldn't go that far. But that is Krista Burgh and Lady in Red. If you're just joining us tonight, I want to remind you it's Abbie Gardner is our special guest. I'll take this tip thing down here. Thank you guys for the tips in the tip jar tonight. Appreciate it very, very much. Let's show Abbie here again. Tonight is Songs with Reds and Blues. She'll be here at the 8:30 hour. I'm going to do one more song here. This one is another song of blue. I've done one red. Now let's do another one of blue. This, I want to thank Jeff for the love in the tip jar. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff. I appreciate that. And Bernie, thank you again for the love in the tip jar. And all you folks that are putting some love in there. This is still how we make our living. We do this show every Friday, by the way. We've had some of the best songwriters in America and Canada. And we might eventually get some weary-eyed, blary-eyed Europeans on the show as well before too long, because the time change. It's a little hard to do things live from over there that way. What else do I got to tell you? Just a couple things. Some of you folks know that I'm rebooting Patreon coming up. Patreon is my subscription channel. All of these shows are archived there. They're not archived anywhere else. So if you missed the show and you want to go back and see the Halloween show or the Christmas show that we did last year, or the New Year's Eve show from 2 years ago, all those shows are there. I'm about to be releasing a live album on Patreon as well, from a show I did at the Somerville Theater in front of about 1,000 people back in 2020. And also I'm releasing the song that I played at the top of the show, which is the song called Holy. That's going to be on the week of March 1st. We're going to be putting that stuff up to all the folks that are subscribing at the $5 level and up for the whole album of the live show. And then everybody will get the pre-recording of the album for the song Holy. So just go over there and sign up so I don't have to talk about this so much. That is another one from Michelle. I don't know, I got this new phone and I don't know how to shut that ringer off. It's a little bit annoying. We're going to turn that down. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Okay, a couple things. Just advertisements here of trips that are coming up. I'm going to be on Monhegan Island coming up in June. Abbie did that trip with me not long ago. Monhegan Island is a beautiful place in Maine. I'm going to be there for a week with Molly Venture from Red Molly and Mr. Vance Gilbert. That's going to be June 12th to the 17th. We have public shows on either end of the trip, and then we're going to be on this beautiful island. It's an artist haven. We're going to be performing for folks every single night. We might even take some little art trips and go draw this lighthouse, for example, which I did last time I was there, and came up with this on my own. It's the same place. Can you tell? I know it's hard to tell the difference, right? That's one of the trips I'm taking coming up in June. And then in 2023, I've got an Alaska cruise. I'm really excited about it. We're going all the way to Alaska from Vancouver. We're going to be stopping at Homer to play Alice's Champagne Palace 2 nights at Alice's Champagne Palace. We're going to record a music video for the song Alice's Champagne Palace. So come along. Check those trips out if you get a chance. Go over to ellispaul.com for more information. This next song I'm going to sing for you was a #1 hit for Mr. Neil Diamond. It came out in 1972. It was his second #1. It was nominated for 2 Grammys that year, although it lost to Roberta Flack, who had written the song whenever the first time I ever saw your face, which is an amazing song. So can you blame her? I wanted to play something for you. I learned today in doing research about this song. It's song sung blue. But get this, it was inspired, Neil Diamond wrote it, it was inspired by Mozart's Piano Concerto number 21. So I'm going to play that for you right here. Check this out, y'all. I'm guessing you can hear the melody is very much the same as Song Sung Blue. And it was just cool. You know, obviously he's a songwriter. And one thing I love about people that I admire as songwriters, and I do love Neil Diamond, is that they go outside of regular pop music in order to be inspired by music themselves. So let's see. What should we do this on? Why don't we do that here? All right, let's try it on this one. Abbie Gardner is going to be here with us in just a moment. Stay tuned. She's coming on right after this song. Song sung blue, everybody knows one. Song sung blue, every garden grows one. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. But when you take the blues and make a song, you sing them out again. You sing them out again. A song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. A funny thing, but you can sing it with a cry in your voice. And before you know, you start feeling good. You simply got no choice. You simply got no choice. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. blues and make a song and sing it out again and sing them out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on the pillow. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. And then you write a song, sing the blues and sing it out again. I'm lost, you sing it out again. Let's do that chorus one more time. The song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on the pillow. Funny thing, but you can sing with a cry in your voice. And then you write a song for you feeling good. You simply got no choice. You simply got no choice. Song sung blue. Neil Diamond right there, y'all. For quite a while, over a number of years, if you were to add up the number of people any artist has ever played to, he and the Rolling Stones are probably at the very top of the list of the people that have played music for the most humans on the planet live. So happy that you're here and joining us. I've got a dear friend here with me tonight. She's in my partner's band, Red Molly, which I truly believe is the best Americana act going anywhere. And Abbie, I've known for several years, and she's one of my favorite singer-songwriters as well. She's kind of like a decathlete of folk music. She does everything well, sings well, writes well, plays beautifully. Let me just make sure my settings here are properly in tuned here. And they are not, of course. I love this when it doesn't work. All right, I tell you what we're going to do. We can fix that right here. Just like that. Boom. I'm going to bring Abbie on here, y'all. This is Miss Abbie Gardner. There it is. Hi, how are you?
Great. Wow, what a fun night. You are really nailing the theme, I gotta say.
I am a child of the 70s, so every time we do nights like this, and I get to go back and relive like those slow dances, where you were keeping your hips as far away from the girl as possible when you were dancing. Lady
Yes.
in
Oh my
red.
God. You have to keep singing that song. It's just perfect for you. Seriously.
Oh, me and James Blunt, we need to do those
Yep.
kind of songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me, how are you? Like, how have you been doing in all this pandemic and potential World War III craziness that we are living? How are you keeping your sanity? What are you doing to keep focused and in the Abbie zone?
That's a really good question. Thank goodness I have Patreon. I mean, I hate to be a broken record about that, but having people holding me accountable to be creative every week, no matter what I'm going through. And, you know, I've had a lot of restrictions lately. I won't get too deep into it, but sometimes when you take away all the things you can do, you're left with what you can do. And then you have to be like even more creative than you ever were before. I know you know about that.
Yeah, you work
You know?
around the problems you have, and then suddenly it's
Yeah.
like one door, shuts and the window's open, and you just go out the window and find a way
Yeah.
to make things work that way. Are
It's pretty
you?
amazing.
I know you're in the midst of releasing something new.
Yeah.
Is it out yet, or is it coming out?
It
And
is gradually coming out. This is the first time I'm working with a publicist, so I'm not just in the old days. I used to just make a CD and put it in the car and then take it to the gig and sell it, and that was kind of it.
yeah,
But now it's like I put out one single this month at Valentine's Day, and then with a video and everything the same day, and then next month, I'm going to have another single with a video and leading up to the record release, which is on May 13th. Lucky Friday 13th.
All right. Congratulations. I'm excited to hear. Now,
Thank
this
you.
is just with you and the dobro. Am I right?
Yeah, this is a record I've wanted to make forever, basically, since before my last record. But it took a long time to be ready to get all these arrangements together and have songs that were appropriate for just this crazy instrument and my voice.
Yeah, and that's a challenge because you have to arrange everything with an instrument that has to be played with a slide and fingers, and you're not filling anything in with pads of orchestras and pianos and other guitars and basses and violins.
Yeah.
It's just you doing everything.
Yeah, it was so crazy, being here quarantined with Craig, who's, obviously all these basses at my
Right?
disposal, you know,
It's good to have spares.
and just like saying, nope, you're not on this record at all,
Yeah.
and not having any harmony singing. That was crazy too, because I'm just like, me and Laurie have been singing together forever, and it's so strange to make a recording with no harmony. So I ended up harmonizing with the dobro instead. So it kind of pushed me in that direction, which
Oh,
was
that's great.
kind of fun. Yeah.
It's for folks that don't know, to do an album and arrange it around the dobro. So the dobro is doing everything, walking bass lines, it's providing rhythm like a drummer would, it's providing melodic things and chords. To do that with that instrument in particular is completely challenging and unique, and it's going to be a one-of-a-kind record, so keep an eye out for that. And I second the motion on this Patreon thing. I know we're putting it out there a lot tonight, but the thing that kept me alive during the pandemic was the fact that I had to work. I got online every couple days, and it forced me to be, focused and on, and not wallow in any kind of depression or scared, fetal position in the corner. And I've got 3 gigs like a month for the next 3 months, like in-person gigs.
Yeah.
So it's not only managed to keep me on track and still feeling professional, like a professional musician, but it also helps us make a living, as that sound indicates as well. Thank you for that,
Yeah.
Sheila, so much.
Yeah,
I'm going to
the
let you sing a
identity
couple
is
of songs,
amazing.
Abbie, and I'll swing back around. Okay. See you
Awesome.
in a sec.
Sounds good. Well, I guess I will start with the song that I released this month for Valentine's Day. It's one called 3/4 Time. And I was encouraged actually by Ellis at the New England Songwriter Retreat when I played this for the first time in front of people, and I kind of, it was hard to even remember the words at that point. But I remember him saying that he liked the song, so that really encouraged me. And now it's out and it has a fancy video and all that stuff you can check out. But I'll play it for you live now. This is 3/4 Time. Lonely moon shines through the window pane onto the hardwood floor where we stood. The sweetest song sang from the stereo. You took me in your arms and danced me slow. There's something about a waltz that I adore. The romance in that simple dance, gliding across the floor. A sentimental melody with your cheek warm on mine. My heart beats only in So dance me round when life brings us down. I don't need a poet, you know how to make me swoon. Just leave the flowers in the dirt and leave the cork in the wine. Play the hi-fi and take my hand, 'cause there's something about a waltz that I adore. The romance in that simple dance, gliding across the floor, a sentimental melody with your cheek warm on mine. My heart beats only in three. My heart beats only in 3/4 time. All right. Well, that was 3/4 time, my little song. I hope you like it. So the way that song was read is because I was always thinking of the wine as being, leave the cork in the red wine. Red, red wine. I'm stretching the theme. Sorry, Alice. But I'll play blues to make up for it. I finally changed my strings. I'm very excited about that. I had, during the pandemic, I've had have you guys had your pandemic pants? Your pandemics? This is what I was calling them. My pandemics. The things that you would just take off at the bedside and then put right back on? Maybe I'm just the gross person, but it was comfort, I had these fleece-lined leggings that were my pandemics. Anyway, same thing with my strings. I had some grody strings, and I thought, if I'm going to be on the traveling medicine show, I need to put some new strings on. So here I am. I'm going to play a little blues for you. I just recorded this song for a video. This is the next single. It's going to be coming out at the end of March 25th. And it's called Born in the City. This song I wrote with Will Kimbrough, who's a songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. And it was the first time we ever wrote together. We had met before, but he's just super cool. He backs up Emmylou Harris, but on his own, he's just, he's got some funky Nashville, Southern rootsy stuff. And then me from Jersey City, mixing that together. We both love Ry Cooder and Kelly Jo Phelps, and we had a lot of stuff in common. So we sat down and wrote this song. This is my blues. Come on in, sit down at my table. There ain't nobody that I would not feed. Bring your favorite dish if you're able. I don't care if you look like me. Hope you don't mind if I don't speak your language. Have another plate of my rice and beans. All my friends are here at the banquet. Everybody knows what hungry means when you're born in the city. Born in the city, oh, just like me. Born and raised in New York York City, I know done it every street. Some high class, but most real gritty. I walked them all with my own 2 feet. Uptown, downtown, the east side, west side. Nobody shocked by what they see. Rich folks, poor folks, old folks, young folks, everybody working for the rent they need. When you're born in the city, born in the city, oh, just like me. When you're born in the city, born in the city, born in the city, born in the city, oh, just like me.
Man, oh, you make it look easy. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Complete modulation. That was a shocker at the tail end there.
Yeah, it's fun. I just keep, I don't really have frets, so whatever.
You just find a new corner of it and then
Yeah.
play on it. Yeah, beautiful playing. Really, the song's great. And 3/4 Time is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's beautiful melodically, and yeah, you're gonna have some legs on that one. I know it. It's just too good to be ignored. Once that gets out in the world, it's gonna make a lot of people happy.
Thank you. You said that early on, and it really meant a lot to me, so I really appreciate it.
And this is the first time it's going to be out, right? Because you've had that for
Yeah.
maybe a few years. Or when did you write it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's maybe 2019, 20, I think it was 2019.
Yeah,
Hard to know. What is time?
the pandemic is just putting everybody's plans. Putin wanted to do Ukraine like 3 years ago, and then
Oh my God.
it
Is
just
that your
put
red
everybody's
joke?
plans back. Can't imagine. Anyway,
You're funny.
probably too soon for that. Anyway, I'm so
Too
glad
soon,
you're
too soon.
here playing for me, and my crowd here who are absolutely loving you. A lot of
Oh,
great
good.
comments. And I'm trying to share comments as they're coming up. A lot of people are asking what your touring life is like, and are you going to be back on the road soon?
Yeah, it's tough to say. I know I have some scattered things here and there. I had my booking agent went off and got like a real job, and so yeah, little things like that. But I'm gonna be doing an opener for Marcarelli out in Westchester, and I'm doing I just landed something in Nashville, some songwriter swaps. I think I'm gonna start by just kind of doing some openers and co-bills.
Yeah.
To
Ease your way
just
back in. I think that's the best way to do it, maybe, because people are still tentative about coming out, especially folks that are over the age of 40, 50. And, we still don't know where this thing is going, even though things are getting
know.
pretty lax out there with masks and
I
vaccination
miss
rules
my
and all that.
friends too. I just want to like play with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait to see you on a stage somewhere. I'll leave you here for a couple songs. Everybody, this is Abbie Gardner.
All right. Well, I did remember I have a couple of festival things this summer. I'm going to be at the New Bedford Folk Festival in Massachusetts. I know there's a lot of Massachusetts people listening through the snow up there. So I'll be in New Bedford this summer. And also out in upstate New York at the Corning Museum. I'm doing the Endless Mountain Music Festival, and then something else in Connecticut. I believe it's the Bartlett Arboretum, so that's an outdoor show. You can just check my website, and Bands in Town is where I list all my stuff too. But I'll probably be bombarding the social medias once I get back out there and playing. So I'm gonna do a song for you that I wrote with Janie Barnett. Janie is just fantastic. She changed the way I feel about my voice. She's an amazing songwriting, partner. But then when I asked her for vocal advice, she's a Berkeley teacher and just highly trained. But you know how every once in a while you meet somebody that just really pushes you in the right ways and knows the right things to say to just change your mind. And she was that for me, for sure. And she still is. So I just love this little song that we wrote together. It's called See You Again. And it is for sure a pandemic song, but hopefully not overtly. I hope it lasts past, way, way past, when we are just missing people for other reasons. But this one's called See You Again. And this is on my new record. I'm learning French, got 10 conjugations. You always said we'd go someday. I'm counting the stars in each constellation as if Orion could lead me back to you. I am restless, this feels endless. Even time holds her breath, wondering where or when I will see you again. Look at this desk, it's in perfect order. I fixed the sink, you would be proud. I'll go for a run, but where does it get me? No closer to you, my darling. I am crazy, restless. This feels endless. Even time holds her breath, wondering where or when I will see you again. Pour a slow red wine, and by fate's design, I will see you again. Well, that was See You Again from my new record. The new one is called, oh, look. Oh, it happens to be right here. It's called Dobro Singer. That is me. I play dobro, and I sing, and I write songs. So that's basically what the record is, just what you're hearing tonight. I made it, recorded it in my little tiny studio in a closet here in Jersey City. And I'm so excited to put it out into the world. It's coming out in May. You can get it early on Patreon, of course. And I'm kind of piecing out the videos 1 month at a time until May when it comes out. So, but I kind of wanted to play you guys a new song, if anyone's ready for that. It's not even really finished. So, you know, it's cool. No judgment here. We're all friends on the interwebs. All right. I'm really glad that that song actually had the word red in it. It had red wine in it. It seems to be red wine is in a lot of my songs. Red, red wine. I also want to tell you I'm going to start some pre-orders for my record. I figured I'd start them in March. And you'll be able to check that out on my website too. Okay, I am actually staring at the lyrics over here, and these are not the final lyrics. This is another song I wrote with Janie. I was teaching a songwriting class in January. I teach them every few months, and the deal is we just like write a song every week, and I give a little assignment as a prompt, but it's really fun. It's always a great group of songwriters, and we have a good time. So I wanted to do an example of, this really started out as just an exercise. I was trying to show them how you could write a song that would shift the melody. So the melody, sometimes it's on the first beat, you know, blue moon, you know, that kind of blue moon, you know how moon is right on the first beat. Or you could shift it to later beats, and how would that kind of change the feeling of the melody? You could use the same notes, but shift it around within the song to change the phrasing. So I was trying to think of that, and I was trying to come up with an exercise, but I ended up coming up with the beginning of this song, and then Janie helped me push it even further, because she was like, well, I started putting, you know, in the first measure, I put the melody on the first beat. In the second measure, I put the melody on the second beat. And then so on and so on. Third beat, fourth beat. And that's as high as I can count. So then she said, well, why don't we use the first note of the key for that first beat, and then the second note of the key for the second beat? So I was like, you're insane, Janie. That's too hard. But we did it. So not to get too nerdy about this, but makes me very happy, as does reverb. So this is going to be called either Forever or Wonderful. I'm not really sure what, but here it is. I'll try to sing through it without messing up. And if you're wondering what I mean by the notes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know it. Even if you're not a musician, you know what that sounds. So, all right, you'll follow along. You are wonderful, and I only want you to be mine. We could have the kind of love that's gonna last forever. Can't you see? There's a heaven waiting for you and me. True love is right in front of us, it's now or never. My heart is in your hands. hope you understand that I've been counting on the one for me to arrive. Please don't make me wait another day until forever. My heart is in your hands. I hope you understand that I've been counting on the one for me to arrive. Please don't make me wait another day until forever. One, I'm counting two, three, forever.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
I forgot to say that I also used the words 1, 2, and 4. I didn't want to say 3. It's too obvious. I just rhymed with 3 instead.
I love that. I think it's it rivals the 3/4 time song. It's gorgeous.
Oh, nice.
Really
Thank
gorgeous
you.
and timeless, which
Oh,
when something sounds like familiar but fresh, that's folk music gold, as they say.
folk musical.
It's Kappa, folk music Kappa. Abbie, after all this is done, you're not playing much with Red Molly is still sort of on hiatus.
Yeah.
In the time being, I know a lot of fans are asking on the boards here, like, when are you guys going to play again?
I know.
But
And just so I always tell people, like, don't worry, there's there's not been a big Red Molly breakup or shakeup or anything. Like, we love each other and we talk music and other things all the time. Like, it's just going to have to be the right time when we can kind of count on a tour actually happening.
yeah, I think people's expectations are pretty low on just anyone going out and doing shows right now. They're just, it's going to happen. We're all going to stick our toe in the water, and then eventually Red Molly will do that as well. And but in the meantime, you'll see more of Abbie playing solo and opening for Mark Aureli coming up in Jersey somewhere, right?
Westchester. Yeah. New York.
Westchester.
Close enough.
Awesome. You want to do one more for us before I let you go?
Sure. This
Thanks
is really
so much.
fun. All right. I think, let's see what I should do. Actually, let me do this one. I'm going to do one more from the new record. This has been really fun, Ellis. Thank you for having me, and I hope everybody has a really good night. And it's really nice to be back with my folk music people. Love it. Let's see. Boom. This next song actually came out last year. It's on this new record, but I let it come out on a compilation disc that was put together by Phil Ledbetter. And if you don't know him, he's a fantastic dobro player. He passed last year, but before he did, he put together an amazing group. I feel like it was 14 or 15 dobro players. It's called the Masters of Slide Spider Sessions. And it has my song on it, which I was completely blown away to be included with those guys. But it has like Rob Ikes and Andy Hall and Mike Witcher and Sally Van Meter and all these amazing people that I just can't believe I would be anywhere close to. So check that out. And this one is my track that was included on that, called Down the Mountain. And this is another blues for you. Take my trouble down the mountain, I can't carry it no more. Take my trouble down the mountain, I can't carry it no more. Throw that trouble down the mountain, I can't carry it no more. Trouble weighed me down so long. Well, my daddy was a miner, had dug Kentucky coal. My daddy was a miner, he dug Kentucky coal. Now he's buried neath the mountain, God rest his soul. Trouble weighed him down so long. Send my prayer down the river in little paper boats. Send my prayers down the river in little paper boats. They're too heavy for heaven, so I hope they float. Prayer weighed me down so long. Take my trouble, I can't. Take my trouble down, I can't carry it no more. Throw that trouble down the mountain, I can't carry it no more. Trouble weighed me down, oh, it weighed me down. Trouble weighed me down so long.
That's Abbie Gardner, y'all. Thank you so much, Abbie, for joining the Travel and Medicine show here on a Friday night. I'm so glad that you were not working somewhere else tonight.
Me too. This is exactly where I wanted to be.
Yeah, lovely to see you. And we'll catch up after the show. But thank you so much for coming on and sharing your songs and all your gifts, which are so plentiful. And playing is just absolutely spectacular. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's Abbie Gardner waving away. She's going to be slowly appearing now that the pandemic is starting to get quiet again, and who knows how long it will. But there's an opportunity again to play and be heard and be seen other than in this two-dimensional universe of the internet. I'm going to be playing next week in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Ohio. I'm going to be in Fort Atkinson on Friday night, in Hinsdale, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. On Saturday, I'm going to be in Hinsdale, Illinois, and then on Sunday in Columbus, Ohio. If you're any of you in those places, come on out and see the show. Next Friday night, I'm going to be playing a repeat show of the Traveling Medicine Show. We're thinking maybe doing the first half of the Halloween show. So if you want to tune in, there'll be something here for you on Friday night. Likely the first half of the Halloween show, and we'll save the second half for a later point. Glad to have you guys here. For those of you just joining us, I know there are a few new people in the mix here. We are the Traveling Medicine Show. We happen every Friday night here on Facebook Live, and I'll show you tonight's show is Songs in Red and Blue with our special guest, Miss Abbie Gardner. Every Friday night, I'm bringing in someone, one of the best up and coming or one of the legends of the American folk circuit, whoever I can find who's got a Friday night free. That's going to get more and more difficult as the world opens up. We may shift the show back to Wednesday at that point, given that so many artists are going to be working on Friday nights, including me. So, but for now, I'm just dabbling in shows and live shows out on the road. I've got 3 next month, 3 the following month, and then it starts picking up gradually over the summer. So I hope you'll come out and see me if I'm in your hood. Here's another Red song. If you could paint her, she'd be a Picasso. She's got a few things out of place. Like when she smiles, it's nearly a lie. It's half awkward, yet half grace. While you're unraveling this mystery of how she fits in time and space, she'll walk into your life, but she will not give you a reason. If your response to this is cynical, she'll say, well, who are you now? She wants the last word, the last dance. She thinks it's absurd you believe in second chances, your lost cause. Yet here she is, and that is the mystery. Here she is. I think I know it. She's a poem by Ferlinghetti. She's the angel in the nursery rhyme, and she'll set you a place at your table, fill your cup till you're drunk on red wine. She don't believe in stars or miracles, though she'll read your horoscope. And if your response to this is cynical, she'll say, well, who are you to know? What the hell do you know? She wants the last word, the last dance. She thinks it's absurd you believe in second chances, you're a lost cause. Yet here she is, and that is the mystery. Here she is. Here she is. While you're unraveling this mystery of how she fits in time and space, she'll memorize your history and she'll decorate your place just like it's a place. She wants the last word, the last dance. She thinks it's absurd you believe in second chances, you're a lost cause. Yet here she is, And that is the mystery. Here she is. Here she is. Here she is. It's an old song. Wrote that when I was about 25 years old. Can't believe it's more than a half lifetime away. Glad to have you guys here. I'm going to close out now with our theme song by David Glazer. It's called Concrete River. Don't forget, next week, I'm going to be running a rerun of the Halloween show. And Seth Gleer, Vance Gilbert, Alice Howe, and much, much more. You can catch that right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Wonder where you are tonight. I wonder if you're driving on a winding concrete river in a raft of glass and steel. The darkness interrupted by a lonely bright oasis, a full tank and a coffee in your bath behind the wheel. Long is the road that lies between us, and many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder if you're happy. I'll say my little prayer and send it out across the miles. I hope you're in a special place with people there that love you, and I hope you make it back to them before too long a while. Long is the road that lies between us, and many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. Thanks for listening in tonight, guys. What a lovely, lovely show with Abbie Gardner. We're going to be doing more of these. Just tune in every Friday night. I've got Dana Cooper lined up in April and other artists waiting in line. Next week, again, is going to be a repeat show, but it's the Halloween show. Very special. You're going to see a lot of crazy hijinks and everybody's in costume, and very, very fun show. One of the highlights of the last 2 years. So we're going to be running that on Friday night while I'm on the road playing in Wisconsin and Ohio and Illinois. I hope to see you guys in full 3 dimensions fairly soon. Come out and say hi at shows. Let me know that you are listening to the show, and we'll see you guys down the road. Cheers. Have a great weekend.